is having a fantastic Saturday morning. So, today's topic is about something that a lot of entrepreneur world talks about. Mostly, I don't know if everyone's heard about the 5 a.m. club. That is something that stays as the talk of the community because everybody wants to make sure that they have that morning routine. And there's so many different things that we want to look into when it comes to setting the tone of the day, right? So the whole point of having a morning routine, is it the discussion is about, is it necessary to have one, and if so, why? And if not, then why also? Like, what are the repercussions of not having one, or if it does it even make a difference? Now, I can't tell from studies because I haven't looked at that for this presentation, but there's so much that I've read and heard, and there's so much talk about it, the morning routine. So I was like, might as well let's just talk on this topic and see what comes out of it. And I would love to hear everyone's thoughts here to see what they think about having a morning routine. So Samil, hello, hi Mohammed. We got some great people joining us. Dayawadi, Anil, DN. Oh, wow, DD, awesome. So, guys, what do you guys think about having a morning routine? I would love to hear your thoughts, and then, of course, I have my thoughts and my presentation to share. So, I will be doing that. But before that, I would really want to hear what you think about having. Just throw it in the chat. Like, are you a morning routine person? I know Deanne, like DD, she is definitely into that because whenever we do our team calls, she is rocking it. Like, goes for a walk and works out and sets the tone for the day. Now, I was just this morning, I woke up at 6, right? And I was, oh, Murtaza says it's very good and helps. Absolutely. So let's talk about this morning. I woke up at 6 and I had a great morning schedule where I did my meditation. I went for a walk and did my yoga, made my matcha before coming on the call. And it really feels good, like setting the tone for the day. Doesn't it feel good? So think about this, like there's 2 days you live, right? One is where you wake up with the alarm and there is a panic type of a environment where you're running around late to work. On the other side, you wake up a little bit earlier and don't snooze back to back few times, and don't just get up before going to work, but have this time to yourself. So it's more about not just morning routine, it's about having time to yourself, having to set the tone for the day, right? So I'm gonna add some music here so we can have more feeling here. Wow, I like that. We have someone says, "Eat that frog." Have you read? Yes, I've read that book. DD says, "I have to do my morning routine. Just did my yoga, Pilates, make me strong, make my mind strong." Yes, it's all about the state that your mind is going to stay in. So we definitely want to make sure that we are, making sure that there is room for strengthening your brain muscle, right? And that's what it's all about. So um, with that, like, I'm gonna pull up the presentation that I have prepared for us to talk about, and let me share my screen. All right, guys. So I did a little slideshow. It's good to have talking points. So, morning routine, does it really, really matter or not? Wouldn't it be nice if this is what our mornings look like? But of course, this is not for everyone because we don't live in the nature like that. I actually have really good mountains here where I live because I'm on the inland side in San Diego. So one book that I really, really recommend for everyone is by Robin Sharma. Really big fan of him. He runs the 5 a.m. club. I'm, although not a 5 a.m. person, I'll be very honest. I like to wake up between 6 and 6:30 and still have a morning routine and set the tone, but 5 a.m. is a bit pushing it. I would have to go to bed a lot more earlier. So that's the thing. Like if you want to wake up at 5, 6, 7, you have to plan your day and the evening ahead, where between 7 to 8 is you start unwinding. You put your gadgets away, do some connecting activity with family. If you don't have a big family, whatever nuclear family you have, or even if you have your pet, like whatever you think is going to help you, right? But the whole point of having a morning routine or waking up early is to take care of the front end of the day. So the rest of the day will pretty much take care of itself, and you own your morning and elevate your life. And that's what Robin Sharma says. I think that is absolutely true. I have witnessed that for, I'm 36 years old, so I've witnessed that for a long, long time. As a child, I would always wake up early and I would love to kind of soak in the sun. So even as a child, I really enjoyed it. So I'm pretty sure it has a really good effect because I was a happy child and I'm a happy adult. So that really matters, I think, to have the right way. Like it's like putting your foot in the door the right way. It's just starting your day the right way, right? So personally, I talked about my routine. I meditate in the bed, go for a walk, yoga. Sometimes, as Didi mentioned, I also do Pilates. Depends, whatever is quick and easy and available, because I don't want to spend too much time because there is things to get done, and then my mind starts wondering if I take too much time also. So keeping that state of mind in that peaceful state, in the present state, is really, really crucial, because as soon as you start wandering and start going in past or future, it really takes away the tone that you're trying to set. So make sure you're keeping your mind in the present moment, and that's what is really important. Green juice, yes, I have to have my green juice to keep my gut health going in the morning. Usually we have team calls, and on the days we don't have them, then there are some scheduled calls that I do. And the first meal I usually do is a brunch around 10 or 11, depending on the time that we have. So the whole point of doing this call today was to kind of really shed light on how morning routines can change your entire day and what to expect when you actually set the tone right for the day. And your neuronal pathways, they really, really matter in the morning, because think about I'll simplify it in the clinical terms. There's two really big hormones that play a I would say role in this. One is melatonin, which starts getting produced in your body more and more after the sunset, and that also matches your circadian rhythm, where in the morning you have cortisol. So cortisol is not all bad. You need cortisol, and it is your morning hormone, where you need it to function, and it becomes a stress hormone when there is too much of it. So you do need proper amount of cortisol and melatonin being balanced. So what happened when I did my labs was I saw that there was a pattern that my cortisols were getting more and more produced during the midday and evening. And then, of course, I had low levels of melatonin. So that also added up to having insomnia or, stressful days. And this was when I was working in corporate America right after it. I have to do my test again, but I would probably love to share that when the results come out. So what happened was I had to really figure out like how to balance that melatonin and cortisol levels, and cortisol has to be rising and in peak in the morning, and then it should decline as the day goes down. But if that's not happening, that's where the problem starts. So that's why this whole morning routine, along with the hormones and the balancing of these crucial ones with the circadian rhythm, with day and night, is really, really important. So the whole point of this is to have the day in the flow, increase your productivity, reduce your stress levels, ground you. There's grounding meditations you can do in the morning that also really, really helps. Start the day on the right foot. Talked about that. And you control the day. The day doesn't control you. I mean, I make a lot of posts on those. So, I'm always talking about, is the day running you or you're running the day? You have to decide how you want to live your life. So, excellent self care is needed. Yes, Anne Marie, and you know that the best. So, with that being said, I wanted to keep it short and sweet. I would love to hear what you thought and how we can make this call with Carpreneur Show better. My goal is to come and do this once a week so we can talk about different topics where we keep it short and sweet and not like put in too much fluff and just kind of really talk about what's important, how to get to it. So I'd love to hear in the comments how you pursue your morning routine and how it helps your day. And sharing is caring. So we can help others in the community who are struggling with morning routines. And I myself struggle too. So I'm not always perfect, and nobody's ever always perfect. So we have to love our imperfections and then just kind of make it really work for us. So that was my little take on it. And until next time, we will meet again. Take care and namaste.